Yep, we're having technical difficulties already this morning. Okay, let me get out of preview mode. All right. Are we here? I don't know. We're live. Preview mode. Don't want to be in preview mode. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I started clicking buttons. Where's my preview window? Program window. There it is. Okay, you see what I see. All right, that's good. Hello, everyone. Today is Saturday, and it is a lot later than I normally show up here on the internet. Yeah, it's Saturday, December 10th at 11:30 a.m. And I am late and no one's here, and that's perfectly all right with me because I am discombobulated, very much so today. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Wow, this is hot. Ooh, this is hot. I have a dog in here. Oh, she fell asleep. Okay. She was squeaking her squeak toy, and that was quite annoying. She may pick it up later and do it, so I'm just letting you know. So yeah, I'm discombobulated. And let's not spill this all over a keyboard because that would be a great big huge tragedy. I am back on the alpaca farm. And you're like, alpacas? What is an alpaca? It's like a llama, but it's smaller. And it's used for the fiber. And it's a four-legged camel-like creature. And so 5-minute walk from my house is a neighborhood alpaca farm of about close to 50 alpacas. And it's a husband and wife that own the farm, and the wife went on a holiday to Germany. And he couldn't go because there was a birth of a baby last week, and babies need to be attended to, right? And so he got left behind, and couldn't go to Germany. He's actually German, so he had to stay home on the farm. So I've been volunteering on the farm for about 3 years on and off, and they really haven't gone anywhere in a long time. And so they went on a trip to Hawaii during the summer, and this was a sort of a December trip. So yeah, I'm helping out. We help feed, we help water the animals, we help put hay out and distribute animals in different areas and organize them. And yeah, the head wrestling has ensued. You can see right, yeah, right there. There's a tail flapping around. You're gonna hear, sneezing noises. So nobody's here. So let me grab my notes here. Do I have anything to share with you today? I don't think I do. I have a story to tell. Yeah, there's nothing. There has been some updates to Elementor. And I'm just, what is this? How far am I in? 6 minutes in? That's 3 minutes. I'll ramble a little bit more and get to the topic at hand today. And so yeah, let me open up LocalWP real quick. LocalWP is a piece of software that creates an environment on your computer for WordPress so that you don't have to spend money on oh look, there's a new version of Local. All right, let's just, let's do a little something like this and a little something like this, and I'm coming to you. So I'm gonna pull this over here. Come on, puppy, work with mama. And we're gonna pull this over here. Come on, don't play games. But you are, okay. So I'll just hit the button on the floor. Oh, please work, I haven't tested this. And of course, I am thwarted of, oh wait, hold on. Hold on, let me switch the software. I'm gonna come right back. That's right, I'm in the wrong. And I apologize for the sound, but those are my dogs having head wrestling time. All right, where is the chat? There it is, okay. So now if I hit the button, will it work? Please work. I don't wanna have to go underneath the table and unplug the cord because that's awkward. Yes, I'm gonna have to. Excuse me just a moment. I have to unplug the Elgato pedal and then plug it back in because I need my feet to work. Okay, please work now. Pressing button. Ah, there we go. Now it works. Okay, see, you just kind of have to unplug things, plug it back in. I was just glad that when I turned on my computer for this live stream today that my camera worked. Oh, hey, there's somebody watching. I know because there's a number 1, and I know it's not me. So, howdy do. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, so if you're new here, if you're not new, don't be shy. Say hi in the chat. If you are new, then you'll have to wait a period of time before you have access to chit-chatting in the comments. So, just to let you know, if you're new, thank you for being here. So what am I looking? What we're looking on the screen? We're looking at a local WP, which is a piece of software I use to create instances, more than one, yes. All of these sites right here. Let me get my handy dandy circle. I've got lots of, and if they get annoying, especially to me, the dog's making these noises, I'll stop it here in a minute. And I may have to do it now. Hey, cool your jets. Okay. So, yeah, piece of software creates an environment for WordPress to run on your computer. You can save money. You don't have to spend money on web hosting. And you can do all the tinkering, testing, blow up a website, use plugins to see if they work, crash things, test things. It's a wonderful thing. And it's all on your computer. And when I say crash, I don't mean crash your computer. I mean make WordPress to the point where it doesn't work. And you just delete that instance and spin up another one. So there are new updates. So we'll see an improvement. An on-off toggle has been added to the site overview page. Now, let me just tell you, with a local WP, it is a very powerful piece of software that works on your computer. However, the makers of local WP, which is the name, it escapes me, and that, that's part and parcel of today because I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning just having fun. And so my brain may not, on a good day, I have a hard time with words, but it's definitely going to be a challenge today with not a lot of sleep. And that's my fault, and I'll take full responsibility for that. So, on and off toggle, back to this. Yeah, squirrel syndrome's bad too. Local WP works can, if you want it to, and you want to dish out the money to Flywheel. Flywheel is a web hosting company, and this software works with their servers. Like butter, baby. And you just press buttons and you can spin up a new staging site. You can create a staging site on your computer. And if you choose, you don't have to, but if you choose to use their rather pricey, very professional hosting service, you can create and test and tinker a website on your computer, and when you're ready to go live to the universe that is, you press a button and it goes live. It'll take your copy and send it to the server of the web hosting space that you have purchased. Okay, so some of these improvements may be improvements to that process of using this piece of software with their servers. So an Xdebug. WP CLI has updated to the latest version of 2.7.1 within the site shell. That's wonderful. And if you don't know and you're new and don't know what WP CLI is, it's back in the day, like in the 70s and the 80s, when all you had was a terminal, a very dumb terminal that you could write commands. Oh, why don't we just have this conversation, because we just need to. So back in the day when computers were stupid and all you had was a terminal that you typed commands for the mainframe to do, yep, I had squirrel syndrome and I'm looking at myself. That's all right. A dumb terminal, and you would type commands for things to happen. There was no real operating system. So the terminal still exists. It's for Windows and it's on Mac as well. And it's just a way that you can interact with your computer very quickly if you know the commands. So the going back to the screen here, this WP CLI is that, I don't want to call it archaic, but it is the severely nerd way to interact with a computer with just commands. Now, WP CLI is command line interface. WP stands for WordPress. So yes, there is a way to make things happen on WordPress with certain commands. We're having another head wrestling match, so I need to stop it. Hey, stop, please. No. Okay, good. So the software has gotten, obviously the command line interface has gotten an update to 2.7.1 and updated, re-enabled, allowing update all site shell, lovely, lovely, bug fixes. Oops, and see, this is a problem with this piece of software. It just jumps all over the place and you can't read. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's hit install and have fun. Download. Shouldn't be a big one. And it should just take lickety-split, no time. It'll shut down and it'll start back up while we wait, quit and install. Here we go. That was quick. And so, yeah, let me take a sip of my hot, tasty beverage while we wait for that to open back up. And it shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't be too long at all. Yes, I have to be very careful with this extremely heavy, hand-built, I didn't build it myself, coffee mug. It weighs about 1 pound. And then you add liquid to it and it gets very heavy. Yeah, so there we are. Let me just pull this into the center if I can. Sometimes, there it is. Don't you like my desktop? It just has my logo on there. That's wonderful. All right, so let's open chat. I think I opened chat the other day. And let's see what do you call it? Plugins need to be installed. So again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count that right? Anyway, 9 or 10 installs of WordPress. They are isolated and they don't talk to each other. And so I've got, my show. This is Chat Show. Then I have a WordPress just for doing build-its. This is just testing a fake website. eContainer, that is just a site designated just for containers if I need to do a demonstration of a site that has the Elementor containers started up. EleWebDev, that's just I know for me and my purposes, that's a site that does not have the Pro version installed. This is just Gutenberg installed. Test Site 2 is another one. Just throw it in there and start something up. And Yellow Line Design was another idea that I was working on. So let's, this one-click administration here is a wonderful thing. It remembers the username and password, so you don't have to type that in every time you quote log in. We turn that on, and yep, that's the username, chat. And so we'll just hit this WP admin and lickety-split. It remembers the username, it remembers the password, and it will log you in. 1, 2, 3. There we are. All right. So I know it's been a hot minute since I've been online, about a week or so. And, holidays can make you crazy. Yes, they can. Holidays can make you crazy. And they made me crazy this year because, unfortunately, the holidays can be hard when you lose someone in your family. And I did. Unfortunately, we had a family member who died unexpectedly. It was my brother. And he did have cancer, but he didn't die from cancer. He had some, just a tragic thing happen, and so he is not with us this holiday season. And so I've been just pacing myself, and, the big keyword these days is mental well-being and take care of yourself. So I have not pushed myself too hard this holiday season just to make sure that I stay above the water level. Sometimes we can get a little push too hard and make the holidays more than they are. So we have, those of us who have lost people in the past year or so, we're going through Christmases without a certain person in our family. And so we need to just be gentle with ourselves. And I'm being gentle. So that's why I've been kind of missing in the past couple of weeks. So let's see what we got in these plugins. Elementor has a new version. Oh, and speaking of that, let's just talk about my channel, shall we? I have accidentally, yeah, let me get out of here. Hold on. I need to go to my channel real quick. I want to apologize for that one person and the people that watch it later. It is so humid outside, and I've been on the farm. My hair just has a mind of its own. Just humidity. And, if anybody's got curly hair, yeah, your hair just goes nuts with the humidity in the air. Let me go to my videos. And I want to apologize. Let me just pull this up, because this, this just tells you where I've been. A month ago, I did a save as default. Yeah, I did another one. That lets you know where I've been. I have not been paying attention to what tutorials I've done. And I know that after I uploaded it, the one I did 3 days ago, I was like, girl, you are not here. You are not connected to your YouTube channel. You are on a spaceship somewhere else. And so I was like, oh, well, enjoy the 3.9 twice. I mean, I literally gave it the same title. The same title. Look. Elementor 3.9 save as default. Elementor 3.9 save as default. One may be better than the other. Hey, I'm just going to leave them both there. So y'all can have fun with that. One version may have more a description than the other, but that's just where that is. So I really don't have any topic of conversation today, except our new 3.9. I'm going to hit update because that's what you do. I mean, I know it jumped from 8.1 to 9.0, and you're like, oh, that's a whole new number jumping up. It's got some fixes in there. I don't understand why they jumped from 8.1 to 9.0. But there it is, because if we look at the details of that, changelog, look at the changelog. Okay, here we are. There are only two new things, and everything else is a tweak. So the one new thing was save as default, and the other one was background images lazy load as alpha experiment. So they've added an alpha, meaning not beta, not anywhere near ready to be production thing. So they put that in that extra category, which I'll show you here in a minute. Separate default and none values in border type control. That's good. Param, Vimeo, I don't use Vimeo, so that's not for me. Added transform section to advanced tab. And Flexbox container. Let's take a look at some of this today, because I just have nothing of substance to teach today. And I got to remember, I usually start at the top of the hour, but I didn't today. It's 11:30. All right. Added responsive control for border radius in button widget. Hey, y'all, that's awesome. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Here, let me just do a little something like this, because there's so many tweaks. Oh, yes, and somebody's having fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a screen capture of this. But I don't want my pointer, so let me hit escape. Let me turn off my thing. Let's just do a screen capture of this so that I can have this as a reference. All right, let me just grab that part. All right, that'll go to my desktop. And then I'll roll it up some more with so many tweaks. Oh my goodness, keep your eyes on the one. Look at all these tweaks, y'all. Various elements. Okay. Various elements. Where did it go? Various elements. Various elements. Those were the two. There it is. Okay. Couldn't find it. So these, I have 2 screenfuls of tweaks we can look at. Well, isn't that? I now have content for this show. Wowee. Let's go through some of these and see what they do. All right. And then there's the update for Elementor Pro, goes to 9.0. And I think that some of the tweaks and the added features have to do with WooCommerce. So I've hit the changelog. It's going to, there it is. New, added support for WooCommerce Law Loop Builder. Add more options. Okay, so we're going to go through the options. I'm not a WooCommerce gal, but I'm going to be. That's my goal for 2023, to learn WooCommerce. Okay, let's just go through the tweaks here, because fixes, it's not being real descripted. Loading issues, blah, 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 submenu triggers. Submenu item triggers page transition instead of, oh, they fixed that. Okay. All right, we'll just go through the tweaks. All right, so I've captured that. Let's go back to the plugin. And so let me open up a little window here, which I can't see because there's so many windows on this other monitor I cannot see. Okay, you're just going to have to see that right there because I need to get to here. All right, there we go. All right, let me make it smaller. The head wrestling is just, and if you hear growling, it's okay. These 2 little girls love to play with each other, these doggies, and head wrestling and having fun. And it's been raining. Let me just tell you this. It's been raining here in the southeastern part of the United States on and off for the past 5 days. And guess what? The sun will not fully come out for at least for another 12 days. So that's just, the animals are going crazy. All right, so let's go, the one I first clicked on. All right, let's do this one. All right, here we go. So let's save as default. Background images lazy load as alpha experiment. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Background image lazy load as alpha experiment. So let's go look at our experiments. So we're going to go to Elementor. And we're going to go experiments. And it's ongoing experiments, or we've got stable features. Okay, so it's ongoing. So here it is, right here. Pointer, please. Lazy load background images. It's going to be a performance thing. Oh, Oh, you can't see that. Well, that's a good thing. All right. That little notification in the top right corner. I got it cut. I cut it out just enough where you can't read it. That's just reminding me I need to go to the grocery store today. All right. So lazy loading images that are not in the viewport improves initial page load performance and user experience. By activating this experiment, all background images except the first one on your page will be lazy loaded to improve your LCP score. Nope, I don't know what LCP score means. Performance, good to know. All right, let's bring this back in. What do we got? All right. Separate default and none values in border type control. All right, let's take a look at that. So let's open up a page and let's take a look at some of the border type controls. Didn't it say something about, yeah, brain not working? And that was not me. That is the squeak toy. I just want to make that clear. All right, so let's just give me a page. Any page will do. Let's go sample or home. Let's go home. Open with Elementor. Boop. Here we are. Okay, there was a testing going on here. So we can definitely get rid of this and get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay. Let me read it one more time. Default and none values in border type control. All right, so let's just say border type control. Let's go for a image. Let's put an image in there. Lots and lots of images. Okay, insert media. That is not me. That is a squeak toy. I just want to make that clear again. All right, so let's go and style. Nope, it's always in advanced. Border. Default. Ah, default. You know what that means, boys and girls. Maybe. I'm maybe jumping ahead of myself. None, solid, double, grooved. Okay. So let's test this. So 3.9 Elementor was released with a new default mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say solid. And that's not what I want. I want the actual image itself, not the thing. How do we do that? Image. Here we go. Border type. This is what I want. Let's go solid. There we go. That's what I want. We both learned something, boys and girls. If you want the widget to have a border, you go to advanced. What's the difference? If you want the widget to have a border, you go to advanced. If you want the image itself to have a border, you go to style. Alrighty. If I will remember that tomorrow, that will be a wonderful thing. All right, so I'm going to put a solid on there, and let's give it a width of 4. And let's give it a color of, give it this teal color. Ain't that pretty? Yes, it is. Let's give it 5 because you just can't see it too well. So I'm going to hit 5. All right. Now, in the 2 videos, pick one of them you want. We're going over this again. I'm going to right click and say save as default. So whenever I drop an image on the page, I want the border to be this teal color. So I'm going to hit save as default. We're going to get a message that says, your changes will automatically be saved for future uses of this element. Note, I don't know what the note means about sensitive information and API keys. You know, I don't know what that means, but I want these changes to be saved. Save. All right. Now, I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to drag and drop an image on the page. It has the border. Now, let's say, for example, you drop an image in and you're like, hey, I don't want the border on this particular image. No worries. We're going to go to Style, and we're going to go from solid to none. Boop. And then you release this to the client, and they're like, I want that image to have the teal border on it. No worries. You don't have to think. You don't have to recalculate. You don't have to copy and paste. Go to none and hit default. And looky, it didn't work. I thought that's what that meant. Elementor, if you're listening, I thought that's what that would happen, that I would choose the default that I set, which was the teal 5-pixel border. Because if I click none, that's what none means to me. If I choose default, I'm choosing the default in which I set, which is not showing. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing? After this show today, I just might send that to Elementor. So let me just delete that and drag an image on. Okay, So you can drag and drop it on, and it has the default that you set. But if you change the border from solid to none, and none to solid, okay. All right. I see the method to the madness. When you turn on solid, it goes to the default you set, which is counterintuitive to logical thinking people such as myself. So, yeah. I'm going to write them about that one. Because, right. I think in the default should be the default I set. Hold on just a second. Save as default, right? Right. You understand the default, what that means. I understand it too. And I gave you 2 videos to understand that concept. But I think none should be none. Default should be the default we set. And solid, the non-changed default we made. So that when I select solid, that should be black. So anyway, that's the way my brain works. I don't know about you, but good to know. If I hit default, nothing shows up. I think we should have our border there when it says default. And solid should be just black. I mean, because I can override it at any time. I can just say, give me a purple, and hit, there it is. But if I want purple to be the default, I have to come over here and I hit save as default, but we're not going through that again. So that when I delete this and drag another image in, it's going to be teal. Right. And it's set to style solid. I think it should be default, but that's just me. All right, we'll end that little conversation. We'll hit update, and we will move on to our next item on the list. Separate default and none, values and border type. Okay, well, I'm going to open a ticket on that one. That's just the way it is. Added DNT, I don't know what that means, so we're going to skip that. Added transform section to advanced tab in Flexbox container. Added transform section to advanced tab in Flexbox container. Okay, so advanced tab. I got to read it one more time. Added transform section to advanced tab in Flexbox container. Okay, so I'm looking for a tab named advanced in the Flexbox container. Okay. All right, let me turn this off real quick. Advanced tab, transform. There's transform. Okay, so we can rotate that item. Yes, we can. Okay. Now we've got some transform to advanced in. Let's set that back to 0. And what does 3D do? See, there's just some things I just don't play with. Okay, so that turns off the actual rotation. Maybe it does. Whoa, Nelly. Watch out. That's scary. Okay, let's put that at 5. And yeah, we're going to have to go -4 on that one. Help us all. It's 44. Oh, that's giving me a headache. Oh, help us all. I just want 1. All right. And if I hit 0, it's going to be there. Okay. Perspective. All right, so let's just rotate 1. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay. Whoa, Nelly, you got to play with that perspective. Yep. Okay, so we're just going to play with this for just a second so we can see our ability to... Oh, yeah, that's pretty. All right, let's go perspective. Not so much. Just a little something. And I know that there's probably going to be a scale. Yes, let's scale it down. Keep proportions. Yep. Whoa. Nelly. 1. Okay, let's put 0.8. All right. So this thing is very testy. delete 0.6. Okay, that's what I want. Now, I want to know what happens when I go to border and I hit box shadow. We're in Advanced tab. What did we learn today, boys and girls? The Advanced tab puts a shadow on the widget. That is what we don't want. We want to go back to Style, and we want the box shadow to be on the image. Very good. And let's go blur 20. And let's go to the spread and the distance. Let's go 6 and 6. So yeah, if you want it to pop off the page, then we come over here and we go down to 15. Yep. And go back to the box shadow. I'm trying to get that to be separate. Let's go 20. And let's go 20. Yeah, that makes it stand off from the page a little bit more. And the spread is not what we want. We want that a lower number. But let's go vertical the opposite way. Not so much. Okay. And the blur, let's bring the blur down. And the, we're just playing. Let's go back to 10. But at any rate, that's kind of what I wanted. And let's move that to the right click, edit image. We want it to go content to the right. Boom, there it is. Okay. That's good. Lovely. All right, so we're going to hit update, and we're going to move to our next tweak item. I was just playing with the transform. What happened to my image? Where did it go? I lost it. There it is. No, did it go behind? I'm not quite sure. Lost my screen, y'all. There it is. Added responsive control. Oh, I gotta get my pointer. Escape. Added responsive control for border radius in button widget. All right, let's put a button on the page and see how that works. Off with the circle. All right, button widget. Dropping it on the page. All righty, button. Okay, we got to read it one more time. Added responsive control for the border radius in button widget. Okay, so border radius, responsive. Let's put a border on it, make it solid, and make the color. Let's go with the teal again, and let's make it 4. That's the border radius. That's not what I want. I want the padding. Nope, don't want the padding. I want the width of the solid border. Hello, wake up. I'm here. All right, so it says responsive control for border radius in button widget. Okay, so let's say on the home page, in the desktop mode, we've got 5 pixels of width on the border. Okay, yeah, I had a little brain fart there. So if we have a border radius of 5 here it is, there it is. Boop, 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 boop. You can change now in your responsive mode, desktop and radius, you have the feature to change this. So if on desktop, on tablet, I want it to be 3, I can have it 3. I want the border radius on tablet to be 3. That's great. And then if we switch it to mobile, we just keep it 3. So that's a wonderful feature now, because that border, that 5 pixel border would look a monstrosity on a mobile device. Yes, it would. So that is what's new. Lovely. Responsive control for opacity and background overlay. Ooh, this is great. Let me just pull this over so you can read it along with me. And let me get my pointer and let me magnify it. Added responsive control to opacity of the background overlay image in sections and containers. Lovely. Let's check that out. So I've got an image. Go back to desktop. Thank you. And we'll go here and we'll just put an image. Okay, hold on. Let's do, give me a container, 50-50. And one side of the container, I'm going to put an image. Boop. And that border is following us. And if we don't want that border, what do? Do we set it to default? No, we set it to none. Alrighty. So, added responsive control to the opacity of the background overlay image. Now, that's interesting. Background overlay image or background overlay? It says overlay image in sections and containers. All right, so let's just get rid of that. We're going to edit container. We're going to go to style. We're going to go to classic. I'm going to choose an image. Let's just choose these two dudes on a computer. We're going to set the size to cover to fill the space. And we're going to say no repeat. And we're going to say position center center. All right. So we're going to add or look at the responsive control to opacity. Where's the opacity? Background overlay. It's not in background. Normal, hover. Transition duration, not happening. Background overlay image in sections and responsive control. See, this is big. This is great, big, huge. To sections and containers. Okay, we're in a section or are we in a container? We're in a container. All right, but where is this opacity of the background overlay image? Okay, so overlay image. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to the background because they use the word overlay. So let's remove this, trash it, and go to background overlay, choose the image here, two dudes on the couch. All right. Yep, there it is. Opacity. You can choose the opacity on your responsive sizes now. That's great, big, huge. Great, big, huge. And you're like, well, how would we use this? Well, let's just go through an example, shall we? So what I'm going to do is, let's say, for example, let me get rid of this. Hold on just a moment. Por favor. Edit the container and overlay. Get rid of the image and bye-bye. Okay, so let's create a hero section. Let's create a hero section. So we're going to right-click, edit the container, go to Style, Background Overlay, Background Type, Image, and I need a big image. And some of these images are bigger than others. That's not a big one. Is that a big one? No. Is that a big one? Yes, okay. So we're going to add her to the background. But she's so big, we got to fit her in there. Background overlay. Okay, so size, cover, and position center, center. Okay, she's great, big, huge. Attachment, repeat, no repeat. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's go to the background, and this is a bad example, but we're just going to do it anyway. All right, so let's put that there. Let's go to, thank you, whoever you are, still sticking around. I think I know who you are. Let's make the layout of this container a min height of VH 80, 80% of the view height of the screen. And let's go to advanced. Oopsie, so sorry. Right click, edit container, style, background overlay. Yeah, let's move her around. Size, custom. I'm going to move her around. Can I move her around? Size, width, blend, normal, width, 100%. Look, boys and girls, that does not work. Size, custom. But how can I have a custom size if I can't move it around? I mean, I can move it around that way, but that's not what I want. There's a boo-boo right there. Because if you come over here, I'm just going to show you what the difference is. Here. I can move her around. Size, cover, nope, wrong one, sorry, custom. Have I lost? This used to have XY coordinates. This used to have XY coordinates. Maybe that's, All right, I'm just going down a rabbit hole without a flashlight. Okay, so we're going to get out of here. All right, but let's just say this. And we're going to add some text. Give me a widget with some text. Heading. Boop. And so, yeah, we'll just center that up, and we will center it top to bottom in the advanced position. Nope. Hey, we're having a wonderful, lovely moment right here. Oh, I got to go to here. Edit container. Yep, go to layout. Layout, please. Thank you. And then center that there. Okay. So let's say, for example, you want it this way on desktop. And then when we switch to tablet, maybe you want it a different opacity for whatever reason. So that's where you go back to here, edit container, and go to style, overlay, and opacity. Like, let's say you want her to be seen more on a tablet. You can do it that way. And then when you go to mobile, let's say you want her opacity to be 100%, but you want the color to be, oh look, color is not, oh wait, we can change it. Don't you worry, don't you worry. Can we change it to a, nope, can't do it that way. You can't change the color of the item. Because see, now that she's so dark, I was going to use a different colored thing. Let me just try something here. Again, I am just playing around. I am just playing around. Let's go back to the edit container and the overlay. Okay, so go to the background, and I'm going to add a color. Let's just add a purple color. Purple. Okay. So when you go to the overlay, you can see it's 100%, so you can't see the purple through there. All right. I don't have a use case. I was trying to make a use case for this, but I'm being thwarted from my ideas right now. So I'm not sure how we're going to use that opacity. But that's fun. At least you can control it now. How would you want to use it? I don't know, because I'm crashing and burning with that example. Okay, let's move on. Let's see here. A background. Removed extra SQL queries for better performance. Okay, that's, yep. Background color option to the video background control. Ooh. All right. Added background color option to the video background control. All right, let's drag and drop a video on there. Let's see what happens. Video. Drag and drop. Boop. Mighty big. Mighty, mighty big. All right, so what I'm going to do is right-click, edit container. Let's just do a little something like this, not make it so gargantuan. There we go. And I'm going to assume that when it says background color to the video background control, let's go to style, background overlay, border, background. Added background color option to the video background control. Was there not a color before? Interesting. Let's go to the teal. Okay. I mean, that's one way to do it, but that's not the way I would do it. Maybe that wasn't there. That wasn't an option. Because I would have taken the video element, dropped it in a section, and just colored the section. So I'm not sure as to background overlay. Doesn't say anything about the background. Added background color option to the video background control. Hold on just a second. Video background control. Again, this is not additional options. Overflow, nope. Container, width, height, items, direction, content, item, gap between, wrap. Well, I guess that's new, boys and girls, that the style now has a background color. All right, I'm going with that. I'm going with that. All righty, let's move on. Because again, if you turn this off, you can still right-click, edit container. I'm on the container, not the video. And there's the color. Is that what I did before? Hold on. This is not making sense. Refresh. Again, I didn't get enough sleep last night, y'all, so my brain's not working. Let me right-click, edit the video. Okay. Now we're talking about image overlay. Background control. Go to style, CSS filters, blah, 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 background type, color, teal. Why would you want to put a background color? Because you can't see it. Okay, hold on just a second. Why would you want to add a background color to a video if you can't see it? That does not make any sense. Oh, but it does not. Is there like a opacity somewhere? Let's go to style. There's an aspect ratio and a CSS filters. Contrast, blur, brightness. That's not working for me. Again, I love these features. Hold on just a second. Yes, all right, hold on. Where are we? Okay, we need to go back to here. We need to go to Elementor, plugins. Go to Elementor and read the view details. Because you know there's references. Go to the changelog. Okay, see, there are these references. I'm not understanding something, so I need to read the thread. Read the thread, girl. Add a background color, video option in the background. Let's read the thread. What did somebody have a conversation? What was the initial? Please add this because blah, blah, blah. Please add a fallback color selector for the section background video. The only current available option is fallback image. On a slow device, this image shows before the video has time to load. A color or gradient background would be more appropriate, especially on mobile. Good to know. All right, so there's the method to the madness on that one. All right, I'm going to keep that open. So let me hit, where's the back button? Elementor Pro, plugins. Okay, we're going to keep that open. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, so that's for lazy loading if you just want an image. Okay, good to know. I don't know how I would use that feature, but there it is. All right, what's the next one? Added responsive control for caption to image, image gallery, and image carousel. Responsive control. Image, okay, for the caption of the image, okay. So let's get rid of this. Boop. And let's go to drop an image in there. There's our dudes on the couch. Caption. Custom caption. Ooh, look at this. Working at the office with a co-worker. Okay, now it says, again, as I read it, squirrel syndrome, responsive control, okay, responsive control. So responsive control can be a lot of things, but from what I can see, if you're looking for the little icon, it's only on alignment. It's only on alignment for the caption. Wait a minute, hold on. Custom caption, link. So if I put this to the left, is it the image? Yes, it's going to be the image. Everything goes with it, okay? That's some responsiveness, right? Because if you want it on the, Oh, so if you had a side-by-side, here's the method to that madness. So let's say you have, just hit this puppy again. Duplicate it. But I want a side-by-side. Hold on, let me try this again. I got it. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, give me 2 images. Image. There we go. Boop, image there. And let's just go caption, custom caption. It didn't remember. Working at the office. Okay. And then we're going to grab and drop a image in the second one. We're going to change the image. This one and just say Bob's your uncle. Okay. And we're going to put another custom caption in there. Tablets help with productivity. Productivity. So here's the method to the madness. You're on desktop. You go to tablet. And that'll either be happy for you or not. But if you go to mobile, it automatically did that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold your horses. So yes, if you wanted the alignment, see, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. See, again, we're going to have to go read the intentions of this thing. Okay, where is it? Added background color up SQL queries. See, now I've lost it. Oh, I'm on Pro. No wonder. Hold on. Here. Nope. Go back. Where was I? Nope. Here we go. Added responsive controls, blah, blah, blah. Image control, and image gallery. Blah, 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 blah. But you see, where's the caption? There's the caption. There's the alignment. It's separate. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so if you want the image to in the center, let's go back to the image, go to the and you want the caption itself to be on the left, pow, it's on the left. I mean, I know it's hanging off the edge here and it's ugly, but there's the concept. And let's say that you want this one to be on the left too. Left. Clicky-do, right here. Go to style, go to caption, go to the left for whatever reason. And then you go to mobile. You can now move it to the center. It's not always stuck in the center. Yes. Okay, there is method to the madness, and there it is. Go to style, go to caption. Gotcha. Now we can put it in the center. Yay! Okay, that tutorial worked. That common sense demonstration worked. Okay. So now we can move the caption around responsively in different sizes. Yay! And working with that hay today at the alpaca farm, my goodness, scratchy back of the throat, dust everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go here and it's TMI. When I got home and blew my nose, all kinds of dust came out. So when I continue tomorrow helping with the hay, I'm gonna wear a mask. Yes, I am, because that was gross when I blew my nose. Alrighty. All right, what is our next demonstration? Yes, we are here in our, hey, there's a new person here. Santy, I am so sorry you have been here and you have been talking to me, and I apologize. I just thought there was one person and it's Saturday and nobody shows up. But if you are still here, Santy, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hello, Zanti. All right, we just did the responsive control for the caption, image gallery, and image carousel. So if you have captions for those, now you can control them on different sizes. Added responsive control to icon border radius in icon and social icons widget. I think we've already looked at this one, but we'll take a look and show you where those controls are. All right. Sandy's still watching. Thank you. Image border radius in image carousel. Is that where we are? No, I said something about icons. Icon border radius. Responsively on the, okay, so let's go to the social widget. Okay, we're going to drop that and we're going to go to, I always love to SOC, social icons. Boop. All right, and I can't see that. I have to bring it back again because I got things chopped off on my screen. The image border radius, nope. Yes, icon border radius. On the icon and on social widgets. Okay, so for example, here we are on the desktop. Let's go to Style. And border radius, there it is. Let's say border type. Look, there it is. There it is. That's the responsive sizes. All right, so if I say 8 here, let's make it obvious, 15. Give you a squircle. It's a little bit of a circle and a square, called a squircle. So on desktop you want a squircle, and let's go to tablet, and you don't want a squircle, you want, let's say, 10. And on mobile you want 5. There you go. So now when you switch between, you got, that's desktop. Oh, did I go from back? I did. That's 15. Okay, go to tablet. That's 10. Okay, it worked. I thought I went backwards. And that's 5. Yep, that works. So now we have border radius. Well, you know, hey, knowledge is power. And, you know, it's just, if they're making new features, we need to know about them. Instead of sitting there complaining, going, I want to make this happen. Well, did you look the change log? 2 months ago, we already made that feature. No. Well, here we are. All righty. So icon on the social widgets have, why would you want to do that? That's just what I want to know. Some fool out there said, I want my icons to be responsive. Please give me that feature. And 90% of the population doesn't want to use it. Why? You would want your icons to stay the same radius. Why would you want to change that? Maybe you want circles on your mobile. That would be something to have the option. So there it is. Alrighty. Border radius, image, carousel, blah, blah, blah. Responsive control to image border radius. Okay, so we just did that on an icon, so I won't go through that. Make Elementor compatible with WebP uploads via Performance Lab plugin. So make Elementor compatible with WebP uploads via a Performance Lab plugin. New to me, boys and girls. So let's go to the plugins, shall we? And look for Performance Lab. Is that what it was? Add new. And we're going to search for Performance Lab. Performance Lab. From the WordPress Performance team, which is a collection of standalone performance modules. Let's hit install. We are on a testing local WP site, so if something breaks, we don't have to worry. We just spin up another copy if it breaks. We'll activate this Performance Lab. 30,000 people. It was updated last 3 weeks ago. Oops, I gotta go this way, because that would be awkward. All right. Performance Lab. You can now test upcoming WordPress performance features to individually... Oh, you know, boys and girls, hey, let's talk about this. So the WebP that was supposed to be released for WordPress maybe a month ago, I think they had problems and they had to push it back. So, yeah, it's coming. And so they're making it... Elementor's making it work for them too. All right, so performance. It doesn't have, like, let's go to tools. Nope, it's not there. Users, settings, custom fields, appearance. Media. Nope. Performance Lab. Okay, it's just the settings right here. Oh, sorry. Switching it back. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. All right, hold on. Where was I? I was in plugins. I installed the plugin Performance Lab settings. I looked in here, like for tools, because sometimes they put the settings somewhere else besides where it should be. So Performance Lab plugin. We go to settings. All right. Dominant color. Add support to store dominant color for image create blah, 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 blah. Okay. WebP support health check. Enable WebP support health check. Adds a WebP support check in site health status. WebP uploads. Creates a WebP version for new JPEG image uploads if supported by the server. Let's see what happens. It is enabled. And it's got the health check. I don't know what this enabled dominant color. That scares me. I'm going to turn that off. All right. And we're going to hit Save Changes. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload an image to the library, media library. Here we go. Boop, boop. All right. And we're going to look at this and in real time. Yes, we are real time. So let's go to, let me find my stuff. Real time, local sites. What are we working with? Chat. Okay. Chat. Okay. Open it up. La, 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 la. Plugins, plugins, plugins. WP content. Uploads. Here we go. 2022. All right. And what month are we in? 12? Yes. Okay. There's nothing here. This is the media library folder. So it's not going to fit. It's going to disappear. So hold on. Let me just... I'll bring this back. Don't you worry. I'll bring it back. All right. So we're going to go to our media library. And we're going to upload or drag and drop an image. Oh, heaven help us. I need to get an image. Okay, hold on. Let's bring this back. I need Command-T for a new tab. Desktop. Okay, screen captures. That's good. I know in... Movies? Or my drive? I think this drive. I'm sure that I have a, nope, I don't have a folder. Let's go downloads maybe? Unlimited elements. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for an image. Did I get rid of all my Unsplash? Yes, I did. I did. Let's go documents. Is there a, no Adobe, no grabs? Yes, I do not have an Unsplash image to grab because I moved them off my hard drive. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a new tab. Go away. Let's just grab it, Unsplash, unsplash.com, and just grab anything. This will do right here, and download a medium one. Okay, do I want it on the desktop? Sure, that's fine. Hit save. All right, let's go back to our media library, and then let me go over here to this, okay? Okay, this is the folder, and let me go to the desktop where there's this, and I'm going to drag and drop image there. All right, let's go to, it's WebP, y'all. It's WebP. It's got 5,000 images, but there's the original, the 250 kilobyte. And yeah, WebP works on local WP. So yes, but you have to use the Performance Lab plugin. Right there, Performance Lab. So obviously this plugin allows that to happen in WordPress, but eventually they're going to put this feature in WordPress itself. Okay. I'm going to assume that, and we're going to move on. Yes, we are. Boop. Let's go back home. And now I have to go back to preview. Here we are. Where are we on this list? WebP. Added EM units for border radius control in various elements. That's good. Upgraded the auto prefixer package to better minify CSS file. Okay, that's beyond my ability to show you that. Okay, let's go to our second round of, we're just going to let the flow go. We're going to flow with, yep. All right, desktop. The second one, this screenshot is what I want. All right, here's more tweaks. All right, let me pull this over here because I'm going to need that at some point in time. Okay. Tweak, adjusted dark mode in Navigator when using container. I don't think we really need to go over that one. Added tag Google fonts. We're not going to deal with that one. Added escape translate. See, now we're getting into the weeds. Removed redundant labels from group controls. Again. Added new margin controls to post and page settings. Didn't say widget. It said post and page settings. Post settings and page settings. Okay, that one doesn't have a number to reference to what that means. So I'm going to come down, I'm just going to hit update. And I'm going to click settings. Page settings. And it says, let's read that one more time. Added new margin controls to post and page settings. So we're in page settings. Page. Okay. Advanced. Style. There it is. There it is. Okay. So let's do this. Let's close that. Let's add this. Okay. Okay, let's go full width. I just want to see what happens. All right, we're going to right click, edit the container. We're going to go from box to full width. And in this container, yes, I can get words out of my mouth. I'm going to go to style, background. I'm going to put a image. Big one, big one. Is that a big one? Yes, it is. Okay, insert image. Okay, we're going to go to size is cover. And we're going to say center, center, and we're going to make sure that it does not repeat. Lovely. And over here on this other side, let's just do this. Let's add a title. Just quickly, title goes over there. We will add a icon list. Woo-wee. Right there, and we're going to add a button. Bouton. There we go. And then we're going to right-click and edit container, and we're going to add 20. Oh, look. It's now defaulted to 0. Somebody listen to me. That used to be 20 all the time. Now it's 0. Yay! Okay. I'm going to pad this puppy up, and I'm going to edit container. Go to advanced, pad it. We're going to add 30. Pow. And that's just on one of them. Okay, there we go. All 3. Now, I'm going to hit update. What I want to see is on here. Let's go back to page settings. I want to know if it's responsive. Style. It is. Ding, 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 ding. It is responsive. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means if we go look at this on a page, you can see over here that the image is smashed up to the left-hand side. If we're on a tablet, we might not want that. We might not want that. We might want a 20 pixel thing happening. A little bit of padding. So, and maybe not. Or maybe text. Okay. But I've already got padding on the inside of this. But just go with me on this one. So we're going to go to tablet. Boop, there's tablet. Let's just say you don't want the image. Client, sometimes clients can go crazy and give you things you really don't want to deal with because you're like, I can't make that happen. I'm going to have to do a CSS override. But don't want to do that. Well, hey, boys and girls, in the development world, we can go to the page settings, and on the tablet mode, we can turn this off, and on the left, we can say 20. Oh, look, it does the entire page, not just that section. Good to know. Because it is the body style. Hey, blonde girl, wake up. Let's just say they want it on the right, too. Boop, there it is. So now we can have, but that squeezes everything in. But maybe somebody wants that. Again, somebody asked, and Elementor made it happen. And maybe on mobile, we don't want 20. Maybe we want 10. Oops, hey, knock your mouse off the table. Let's say we don't want it 20, we want it 10. Left and right, just a little bit of margin. Well, there's Bob's your uncle, and there it is. Now we have that. Oh, Roblox. All right, multitasking. Lovely. So yes, now we have body style. We can have margin on the left and right on the entire body style. On mobile, I put 10 there. And on tablet, I put 20. And on desktop, there is nary a bit of padding or margin. But now we have, the option to put that on there if we want to. That's nice. That's a lovely added feature. Okay, so aligning items, various widgets, repeater controls. Now I've lost my place. Let's go to the bottom and go up. First container handle is not centered on right to left languages. Right to left. I am not in a right to left language, so I can't make that happen, but I'm glad to know that the first container handle is fixed. Can't drag widgets to a column after it's being emptied. After it's emptied, I think that's what they meant. Into a column after it's been emptied. Okay, that must have been a bug. They fixed that. Pasting an element into the preview container throws a JavaScript error console. Okay, that's been fixed. Good to know. See, these are fixes. I want tweaks. Added new hook action when element handler is ready. That's JavaScript. That's hooks, and I don't know them. We'll move on. Added compatibility for Yoast. Yep, don't use Yoast, so yay. Added compatibility for Yoast duplicate post plugin. Oh, wait. Added compatibility for Yoast duplicate. Wait. This is great big huge, boys and girls. This is great big huge. We're going to go get the Yoast duplicate post plugin. Can I use words in my mouth? Yes. Plugin. Yoast duplicate. This is great big huge, boys and girls. Yes, it is. Because obviously in the past, it didn't work. But now it does. Elementor has said everybody who wants to duplicate posts can now, because Yoast duplicate plugin now works with Elementor. And you're not getting my email address. Bye-bye. All right, so let's go to our posts, shall we? All posts. Yep, right-click, open a new tab. Boop. All right, let's say we want to duplicate the red velvet cake recipe. Rewrite and republish. Clone. Is that what they mean? Rewrite and republish. New draft. Let's hit clone. Click. Red velvet cake. Puts it as a draft. And let's just go to edit that draft and say pineapple upside down. Upside down. I know I didn't spell that right. Pine is an E. Thank you. With lots of pineapple. With lots of pineapple. P-I-N-E. B-B-L-E. Okay, that's great. Cook time. Because we're adding pineapples, we're going to say 60 minutes. Going to extra 10 minutes. Blender, oven, red dye. Are we going to change red dye to pineapple? Pineapple. Oh, this is wonderful. And that, yep, we're done. Hit publish. All right, so let's go back to all our posts. And now we have a post that says pineapple upside down cake and the red velvet. And we didn't have to do too much because we hit clone. And that is the feature of the plugin that is Yoast duplicate plugin that now Elementor honors for working with Elementor. Yay, we all win for that one. Yes, we do. We win. All right, let's go to, oops, wrong one. Now I've lost my place. Posts, plugins, features. Nope, home. Oh, I've lost it, y'all. Okay, plugins. Elementor, it's getting close to that hour and a half mark where things go bad for my brain. Okay. Yeah. Log in, change log. There we go. Beep, 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 beep. So we did all of that. Fixes, add tweaks. Okay. Now, for the next maybe 10 minutes, we're going to move over to Elementor Pro's tweaks. So the goodness rolls on. So yeah, added more options to show up X times in the advanced rules of the pop-ups. I think we all can assume what that means. Yes. More added features to the pop-ups. Wonderful. Allow saving and reloading a page while editing in place loop item template. I think that's self-explanatory. Good. Blow pram hook. That's over my head. Tweak. Added support to use sections and columns as the layout structure of a loop item template. Added support to use sections and columns. Oh, I get it. The blonde girl has grown a brain. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's go to our page. Section, column. So what do? Yep, here we go. The question is, does this site have Elementor? You're done. The question is, in the experiments, do I have the loop is on and the container is on? Yes, so we can monkey with the widget. Yes, okay. So let's add a loop in here. Loopy loop, loop-de-loo, loop-a-de-doo. Where's the loop? Well, I can't find it because I'm looking too fast because I'm in a hurry. Loop grid, there it is. We're going to add the loop grid. Okay, create a template. That's fine. Save the page, yes. All right, we now have the plus sign. And what does that mean? We can add structure. So if you want two things side by side in one loop grid, for example, an image and a title, post title, like so, and we can go la-di-da, edit the container, put it in the center, Bob's your uncle, and then we're going to, hold on just a second, whoa Nelly, layout, style, Now where is the, where's the, edit the title, that's where I needed to be, post title, post title, link, hello, where are you? Click on the dynamic, yes, I'm getting tired and it's lunch time. Post URL, there we go. But we want to style it, text color, let's just give it that teal color, isn't that lovely? Because it matches the border. And we're going to just do a little la-di-da because some people don't like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Go to the typography, and we're going to say decoration, underline, boop, and yeah, and we're going to go to the content, and we're going to change that from H1 to H4. That's great. Now we're going to come over here, and we're going to edit the container, and we need to add, just follow me here. We're doing it on the left. Yes, 20. That's great. And we're going to hit update. Now, watch this. We're going to hit save and go back. Ain't that wonderful and lovely? I know that's a hot mess, but at least I gave you an example of having an image on one side and a title on the other, which is structure. Yep. Yeah, so let's edit the template real quick because we don't need that. Let me hit X there, and let me add the featured image there. And it doesn't have the border because it's not the image widget, it's the featured image widget. And let's save and go back, and now we're going to see different images. Yeah, that was a brain fart on my end that I forgot to put the featured image from the post. So, yeah. So what did we learn? We now have structure, that we can add structure to the loop widget. Yeah, okay, I think that's self-explanatory. But I just went through it. Disabled movement when a repeater item is in focus in edit mode. I'm going to assume what we understand. It's not going to move when a repeater item is in focus in edit mode. Like if you put a transform, translate something on it for CSS, I'm going to assume that's what that is, since we don't have reference to click on. Upgrade the auto prefixer. Okay, that was on free version, and they did it in Pro as well. Remove duplicate, yep, as SQL. We're not going there. Improved license validation mechanism to avoid limitations. Oh, well, that's good. That's a wonderful thing. License validation. Improved license validation. Yay for that. Added more unit options to border width control and various elements. Okay, they've been adding this in. What does that mean? That means pixels, rems, ems, and VH. Should you want to use all of those units for the border width. Added M units to border radius control and various elements. Added, yeah, that's obvious. That's added equal height functionality to the loop grid widget. This is the last one. This is the last one I'm going to do for today, and we're going to go through this one. Added equal height functionality, and equal height is in quotes, as in like there might be a button that says that. Loop grid widget. Okay, back to the loop grid widget. Here we go. So let's just get rid of this hot mess. Let's get rid of this hot mess. Okay, save and go back. So there's nothing in there. It will come back and there's nothing there. All right. So now we have to, look, it deleted the whole loop grid and everything. That's not what, did it disappear? All right, let's just start again because I don't want confusion. All right, so let's add the loop grid. Loop grid. We're adding the loop grid. Boop, there it is. Okay, create a template. We're going to do that. I'm going to save. All right, we're going to do the same thing I did before. Same thing I did before. I'm going to add structure. It's going to be the featured image on the left. Featured image. Right there. Boop. And we're going to put a title in there. Well, let's just put a paragraph. No. Title. Yes. Yes, let's put a heading. Nope, not the head. Well, yes, that's... Y'all, I'm getting tired, and food makes a brain work real well, so I'm on fumes right now. Okay, we're going to hit update. No, we're not. We're going to hit save and back. Boop. Because some titles are gargantuan. Do you see this? Well, first of all, we can fix that problem by making sure that the H1 is not identified. Right-click, edit post title. Let's put an H4 in there. But nonetheless, we still have some titles that are bigger than others. So where is this thing? Add equal height functionality to the loop grid. Go back home. Okay. Equal height functionality. Where would that be? Your guess is as good as mine. Go to style. Gap between, advanced. Transform, motion effects, background, border, responsive. Does that have a number to click on? Of course it does not. We cannot figure out where this equal height functionality in the loop grid widget. Equal height. All right, we may be here for quite some time. Go back home. Equal height. What do you mean, and where is that located when you mean, ding, 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 ding. Open your eyeballs, girlfriend. Equal height, off. We have a switch, which means we can have equal height. Boop. Loop grid, equal height. Okay, there it is. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. 3 people are watching. Lovely. If you have just joined us, you have missed out on an hour and a half of going over the 3.9 features. Some of them I've skipped, some of them I went over, some of them are common sense to me and hopefully you too. All right, we have equal height. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. And watch what I do. It's not going to work. I'm going to hit no, not it. Let me click on something else. Here we go. Equal height. Here we go. See, I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew it wasn't going to work. The image. Equal height. Something's not right. Something's not right with the equal height. No one tells us how it's supposed to work, and I thought I would get equal height with the image. It would stretch the image, but alas, it did not. I know the situation in which this works and does not work, and obviously I've made an example of when it does not work. So, la 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 la. All right, let's try this again, because I want to give you an example of how it works. All right, let's get rid of our option here, and let's get rid of the featured image out of there. How do you get rid of the featured image out of there? Well, you hit the little pencil girl and you hit the X. All right. All right, so hold on. Let's just do this. Get rid of that. See, this is one of the features. We can now make structure. Make structure. Which is a new feature in 3.9. How do I want to do this so that there's structure? So for an equal height. All right, let's do this. I'm not going to, let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's add a background color. I know this may be another example of, Catherine, you don't know what you're doing. So we'll just pick a color. Any color will do. Now we're going to grab a post title widget. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to add the title. We're going to make it white. And then we're just going to go back to the title itself and make sure edit post title is not an H1. We want it H4, which is good. Good. Now, oh, post title, click on save and back. All right, this may not work. Okay, equal height does work. It does work. So if I go to, now I've lost where it is. It was somewhere, and now I've lost it. Here's a pencil. I'm going to right click, edit loop grid. Thank you. Equal height. If I turn this off, watch this, boys and girls. If I turn this off, pineapple upside down cake will not stretch to fit the width of the two lines over here. Come on, monkey, don't be my uncle right now. All right, this girl's got brain in her head. So yes, if you want equal height, you now have it. And Elementor 3.9 Pro version. So I hope you have enjoyed, boys and girls, this lovely day of I don't have anything to show you except let's go through all the wonderful fixes and tweaks and things for your entertainment enjoyment for Elementor on a Saturday afternoon when I had nothing better to do, except I had my reminder that I need to go to the grocery store today. And I hope you've enjoyed that little chit-chat today on a Saturday. If you have nothing else to do, or you're multitasking with your son and playing Roblox, I appreciate you spending time with me. Zanti. So I will just hit update on that page. And I need lunch because I'm getting one of those hangry headaches. Because I've been on the alpaca farm today. And I need sustenance. So y'all have a good one. Y'all have a happy holiday as best you can. If life has thrown you a curveball and someone is missing in your family this year, like mine, you be kind to yourself. Give yourself space and time. Give an example. Last night, I went out to dinner with a friend, chit-chatted, stayed at her house till midnight, and got up, went to the alpaca farm. Know that I have to go to a Christmas party tonight at 6. That's the reason why I have to go to the grocery store, TMI of my daily life, but that's okay. So my sister sent me a text this morning and said she wanted me to go to a movie with her at 3 o'clock. And I was like, I know I'm going to, and I was at the alpaca farm. I said, too much energy is being expended and this little girl has not had enough sleep. I'm going to bypass on the movie. I'm going to go to the grocery store after I ate lunch and I'm going to relax myself on the couch with my feet up until I go to have to be an extrovert. And if you thought I was an introvert, you would be right. And if you didn't think I was one, well, guess what I am? Because I can do this without somebody watching. See, I don't see you. You're not out there. So, at any rate, be kind to yourself. It's the holidays. We get a little crazy on the holidays, especially when family's involved and we have to be around them for longer periods of time than just 15 minutes once a month. You know, that kind of thing. Be kind to yourself. Take naps. And if you don't feel like engaging in family activities just to do, then you say, no, thank you. I'm just going to take a nap today. It's not you, it's me. I don't have any energy today. And you can just give them all that information. It's like, I really need to take a nap. I'm tired. So be kind to yourself. It's the holidays. I know I will see you again before Christmas. And a little elf might just show up. Santa Claus might be here too. Hey, it'll be a holiday Christmas. So see y'all later.